Everything that you want out of life is already here. All the money that you want to make is already printed. The romantic partner that you want to find, they're already alive, hopefully. That book you want to write, the words are already out there. You just need to put them onto the paper. Your dream life, whatever you want out of life, it is already here.
Well then, where is it, Stephanie?
Think about it this way. Before we had electricity, it was already here. It was around us. Mr. Thomas Edison just needed to, you know, make it for us. What I'm trying to say here is that your dream life, you are totally capable of achieving. You just need to bring it into existence. Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph if you're new here, and I'm feeling fired up today. I'm feeling very passionate about what I'm gonna talk about because for this past week, I have just been on a motivational high. I felt more motivated than I ever have. I don't know what kickstarted it, but something did, and I am just ready. I'm so ready to manifest my dream life. I'm so ready to get rid of my own limiting beliefs that are telling me that I can't do it. In this video, I'm going to share with you my step-by-step plan of how I plan to manifest my dream life and get everything I want out of life, and how you can too, because I want it for me just as much as I want it for you. A lot of what I'm talking about today in this video is from the book You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I don't have it with me, but that book, if you need a kick in the ass to get started living your dreams, read that book. In the book, she talks a lot about manifestation, law of attraction, and I'm not going to get into the specifics of those things because there's a lot better YouTube videos out there that can teach you about that. But basically, for the sake of this video, SparkNotes version, manifestation is something theoretical made real. It's an idea, it's a dream made real and turned into a reality. The law of attraction states kind of that what you put out into the world, you bring back in. What you focus on becomes your reality. So if you're constantly focusing on the negative things in your life, you're gonna keep attracting negative things into your life. But if you're focusing on all the positive things in your life, you're going to be attracting positive friends, positive experiences, positive opportunities. So that was a very brief introduction of what those two things were, and I feel like they're thrown around a lot in society, but we're not really given tactical tips of how to implement them into your life. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to split this video into 3 parts. Part 1, I'm going to motivate the F out of you. I'm going to light a fire under your butt, and I'm going to convince you to go after what you want. Part 2, I'm going to share my exact plan for how I plan to manifest my dream life. And part 3, I'm gonna give you some gentle reminders and then send you on your way to start living your dreams. All right, part 1, let's get motivated, baby. Like I said before, everything you want out of life is already here. You just have to go get it. You just have to create it and turn it into your reality. So think about something that you dream of. It could be your dream life, but sometimes I find that overwhelming to think about because I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing in the next year, next week. So think about just a dream you have. Maybe it's something that you want. Maybe it's a car. Maybe it's a new apartment. Maybe it's a dream job. Think about that and then bring it to the front of your mind and ask yourself, why can't I have that? Why can't I have that thing? Money is probably one of your answers, and yeah, maybe you don't have the money for it right now, but all that money is out there. You just have to go get it. Maybe it's your friends, your family, people in your life that are telling you that you don't deserve to have that thing. You don't deserve to have that job. Your dream is silly. Maybe it's you're embarrassed. You're embarrassed of what your dream life is. You're embarrassed of that thing you want. I'm here to tell you that I was so embarrassed to start a YouTube channel, and now it is my favorite pastime. It's my favorite hobby, and I love what I'm doing. And I have learned to just say, you know, F off to the people who are judging me for doing this. I don't care. Are you really not gonna chase after a dream? Are you really not gonna do something just because of fear of what someone else is gonna think? Because someone's gonna judge you no matter what you do. So you might as well be doing what you love. Maybe your own limiting beliefs are telling you that you do not deserve to have that thing, or you can't have that thing, or you're not capable of having that thing. I'm here to tell you that you are. You are so deserving. You are so capable. It's already here. You just have to go get it. All you have to do is manifest it and make it happen. Now, manifestation does not mean just wishing, hoping, and dreaming for things and then those things just fall into your lap. No, no, no. You have to work for it. The universe will help you get those things, but you have to show the universe, or whatever you believe in, higher power, that you are putting in the work to get those things, that you want it bad enough to actually work for it. So how do we do this? Step 1, get clear on exactly what you want. Grab a piece of paper, grab your journal, grab a phone, wherever you're gonna write this down, and list out all the things you want and be as specific and detailed as possible. If it's a car, write down the make of the car, the color of the car, the model of the car. If your dream is something that you want out of life, I personally find it very overwhelming to think of your dream life as a whole, like your entire life. So I like to, split it up into digestible chunks. So what I did last week was I wrote down exactly what I want to accomplish in the next 3 months. Now you can do the next 3 months, 6 months, the next year, anything that, doesn't overwhelm you and you find is a digestible chunk of time, do that and write down exactly what you want in that time. Number 2 is to ask for what you want. You gotta ask the universe, pretty please, with the cherry on top, universe. So the way that I did that was I wrote a letter to the universe. And then whatever you want to do with that letter is your choice. I kept it in my journal, but you can fold it up, you can pretend send it, you can light it on fire so that it goes up into the universe, whatever you want to do. So now you've gotten clear on exactly what you want, you've asked the universe for what you want, and number 3 is that you need to raise your frequency. What do I mean by frequency? Everything in the earth is vibrating at a certain frequency. Positive things, positive opportunities are vibrating at a bit higher frequency, and negative things, negative opportunities, they're vibrating at a lower frequency. And wherever you're sitting in that frequency range, those are the things that you're gonna attract. So if you want to start attracting the things that are on the higher frequency, all your dreams, all your aspirations, positive experiences, positive opportunities, you need to be vibrating at a higher frequency. Jen Sincero says in the book that when you raise your frequency, you attract good things, people, opportunities, money, you attract it all into your life effortlessly. And that's what we all want, right? So how do we raise our frequency? These are a couple things that she talked about in the book. One is belief. The universe will not give you anything if you do not believe that you deserve it. If you do not believe that you're good enough to have that job or to have that car, the universe is not gonna give it to you because you don't believe it yourself. So believe that you deserve it and that you are capable of achieving it because you are. Kind of going off of that, number 2 is to practice more self-love. The universe, it's gonna be hard to give you things if you're constantly operating at a low frequency of self-doubt and hating yourself and hating what you look like and hating different things. So practice more self-love. Stop comparing yourself and your success to other people. This is super important when you're trying to achieve something. I totally understand how frustrating it is to, want something so badly and someone else just gets it right away, and they don't even have to work for it, but that's just life. That's just gonna happen to you all your life. Focus on you. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday, who you were 5 minutes ago, and just constantly be improving. And also let go of people, places, things that don't serve you anymore and replace those things with people, places, and things that you want in your new reality. All the time that you spend with people who are not backing you up on your dream or who are, instilling self-doubt in you, who aren't supportive, all the time that you are spending with them is time that you could be spending building this dream life and attracting things into your life that you want. Part 4 of my plan, and this is a very important part, is to continue to remind myself of my goals so that I keep my motivation high. It's so easy to lose motivation for something, especially if it's something that you're working towards in the far out future and you're not seeing anything, there's no immediate results. It's so easy to lose motivation. So that's why it's important to continually remind yourself of your goals and remind yourself of why you're doing all this and why you're going after it. The ways that I like to remind myself are 1, through a vision board. I love vision boarding. I just made a new one. You can make one about your whole life. You can make one about what you want in the next 3 months, which is what I did. And I just put out, little pictures of what I want my apartment to look like, what I want my life to look like. And these photos and things do not have to make sense to anyone else except for you. They are just for you to look at whenever you need a little extra motivation to remind yourself, oh yeah, that's why I'm working so hard. I want to get to that place. Also, this method of 3 journaling, it's like 3 different steps, 2 in the morning, 1 at night. So in the morning, you take your journal, you take a piece of paper, you take a piece of paper and you write 3 things that you can do that day to get you closer to your goals. That can be anything that's gonna advance you even a little bit towards your goals. So if it's, if you wanna save up to buy a car, maybe one thing that you can do today to get you closer to your goals is by not eating out and making all your meals at home so that you're saving that $15. Once you have the 3 things that you can do that day to work towards your goals, then you wanna write down an affirmation. This affirmation is gonna be your mantra. Whenever you're feeling unmotivated, it's gonna be your mantra to remind you what you're working towards. My favorite affirmation is, I am thankful for the abundance I have and the abundance on its way. So you're acknowledging, what you have now, and you are grateful for the things that are going to come into your life because you're you're gonna manifest them and they will come into your life. You're thanking the universe for what you have now and what it's going to give you in the future. And then part 3, at the very end of the day, you're gonna write down 3 things that you did that day to get you closer to your goals. So maybe it wasn't the same as the 3 things you wrote in the morning, because sometimes life is crazy, things change, but maybe something unexpected happened and you're like, oh yeah, that got me closer to my goals. This just keeps your motivation high and reminds you, you know, each day, even if it didn't seem like you did a lot, you did. Each day you're working towards something. Another way I continue to remind myself of my goals and keep me motivated is to keep a gratitude journal. And I just continually thank the universe for everything that I have in my life, and I thank the universe for the things that I want as if they're already here, because like I said, they are. Number 5 in my plan is to work towards your goals. And we kind of already talked about this, but like I said before, manifestation does not mean hoping, praying, wishing for something and it's gonna fall into your lap. You actually need to work towards that thing. You can plan all you want for your dream life. You can plan how you're gonna save up for the car. You can plan how you're gonna get that apartment, but nothing's gonna happen unless you actually start to do it. So whatever you're thinking of in this moment that you have been putting off and that you've been planning for, just start. The first step is always the hardest. You just need to start. The sooner you work towards them, the sooner the universe is going to reward you with what you want. And number 6, and probably one of the most important pieces, is to trust that if it's meant to be, it will work out. Be clear on what you want and be focused on what you want, but be flexible about how you get it, because there's constantly going to be new things and new opportunities coming into and leaving your life that you didn't plan for, and you just have to remain flexible and trust that the path that you're on is the path you're supposed to be on. If it's meant to work out, it will. Finally, for a couple reminders that I want to leave you with. Everything that you do gets you closer to your goals. Every little ounce of work that you're putting in to achieving your goals gets you closer. Even if it doesn't feel like it's doing anything, it's moving the needle just a little bit. When things don't go your way, when things don't go as planned, that's the universe testing you to see, you know, do you really want this? Because if you give up when things start getting hard, if you give up when you're not seeing results, the universe is gonna assume that you don't actually want it as much as you say you do. You will not be successful if you don't fail along the way. Failure is a sign of growth. It's a sign of you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. You're doing something that you don't normally do. And so you should expect failure, but you shouldn't let it get you down, and you shouldn't let it halt your progress, because everything along the way is a test. Everything along the way gets you closer to where you want to be. Even if it seems like you're going 1 step forward, 2 steps back, you're learning from everything and you're moving forward with everything that you do. A lot of people give up at the first sign of uncertainty. People who are successful are the ones who push through that uncertainty, who are the ones who push through the hard times, and, you know, really have faith and gratitude that what they want is there and that they can achieve it. You are so strong, my little grasshopper. You are so capable of achieving the things that you want to do. You just have to work towards them and believe that they will work out. I believe in you. If it seems like no one else believes in you, if it seems like everyone thinks your dream is silly, I do not. I truly believe in you, and I know that you are capable, and I know that you can do this. In the comments, if you feel comfortable, write one thing that you want to manifest. That's one way that you can put it out into the universe, is by commenting it on this video, and we can all support each other, like each other's comments, and really just raise our frequency together. I cannot wait to hear about some of the things that you all manifest in your life. Peace out, good luck, you got this, and I will see you in the next video.